store without being questioned.
Well, I put it on and walked out the front door.
With Miss Nelson's permission.
Yes, that's what I've been telling you.
Mm-hmm. And did Miss Nelson and Mr. Sims talk while you were about?
Yes, they'd say hello or good morning, but that's about all. What's the matter?
I was just wondering.
Yes?
What did they talk about when you weren't around? You told me you didn't know Cora Nelson.
I never said that.
When I asked you her first name, you said you didn't know it.
Look, Mr. Matthews, I don't know anything about that coat. I just don't want to be involved.
What does Cora Nelson have on you?
Nothing.
What's your relationship with her?
Well, none, if you must know.
Because of the attention you pay to my client?
No comment.
Now, you live pretty high for a guy your age. Who's paying for it?
Same answer.
That gonna be what you say when you're called as a witness?
Now, look, Matthews, don't threaten me.
I'm not threatening you, I'm telling you. When I ask a straight question, I want a straight answer.
Look, you're talking to the wrong party. Why don't you ask Cora Nelson? Ask her what happened Tuesday morning.
What's that got to do with it?
I'm sorry, that's all you're getting out of me.
Okay, if that's the way you want it. But I think you're heading for trouble.
Why do you say that?
You were with my client the night she was arrested. For all I know, you could be part of a racket.
Oh, now, look, don't try and tie me into anything.
What choice do you leave me? I'm going to see Miss Nelson. Maybe you better come along with me.
Well, I can't walk out of here now.
It's almost 5 o'clock. They won't mind if you leave a few minutes early. Well, that fur is very becoming on you, Miss Nelson.
We carry the best line in town.
Oh, very nice. You in a hurry?
Well, I really am.
Big date?
You stop fishing.
I hope I don't spoil it for you.
Spoil what?
I have a message for you from Eddie Sims.
I told you I didn't
He said
know
to
it.
ask Cora Nelson. Ask her what happened that Tuesday morning.
Some other time.
Why not now, Cora?
Eddie.
I thought you said you didn't know Mr. Sims.
Eddie, you shouldn't have come here.
Now, why did you lie?
He threatened me.
I only suggested that you come along with me. That's not a threat. Now, about Diane Collins, did you lie about her, too?
You better tell him the truth, Cora. I'm not taking the rap for you.
Eddie, you talk too much.
You allowed her to wear that coat, and then you turned her in. Why?
That's her story.
You're a very smart woman, Miss Nelson. You knew there were no witnesses.
That's right.
No, that's wrong.
Eddie, you weren't here the morning
He
when
wasn't here when you what? All right, what happened that Tuesday morning?
Well, I came here to tell
All
her...
right, one at a time. Now, Miss Nelson, what about Eddie?
I had a reason for saying I didn't know him. We wanted to keep it secret for business reasons for the time being. When he came here Tuesday morning, we had a little argument. I told him he was spending too much time in my department.
Well, that's a lie. You never said that.
Eddie, you see, Mr. Matthews, we love each other. We're planning to be married just as soon as...
Me marry you? Are you kidding? I'll tell you what happened Tuesday. I came here to tell her that she was not running my life. She wasn't going to tell me who I could or could not see. Just because she helped me get started in the business, she thought that gave her the right to own me. Well, I'm not her slave. She's nothing but a jealous old woman.
Eddie, don't say that.
Say what? Why don't you face it, Cora? Supposing you were in my position, had to pick between you and Diane Collins, who would you pick?
Eddie, who helped you? Who got you started? Who introduced you to all the right people? What did Diane Collins ever do for you?
Nothing. But she wouldn't have to.
Eddie, you don't mean that.
Look, I'm telling you for the last time, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of being pointed at and talked about every time I'm with you. You know what they're saying, don't you? They're saying, who's that young guy? Who is he? With that old woman, that's what they're saying. Are you satisfied, Mr. Matthews?
Not quite. I'd like to be able to forget my office for just one split second. Now get out of here.
I didn't mean to hurt the girl. I didn't hate Diane. Do you know what it is to be lonely? Feel that you're growing older. The world is passing you by. You have to have someone, anyone to hold on to.
Like Eddie Sims.
Even Eddie Sims.
Did Diane Collins know about this?
No,
Then you shouldn't have taken it out on her.
it wasn't her. Could have been anyone. I lied. I gave her permission.
Thanks.
You said I was smart. I'm not smart, Mr. Matthews. I've made a mess of everything. What can I do?
One thing.
What?
Tell the district attorney. To the district attorney's office. A few hours later, Diane Collins was given a full release. The case you have just seen was brought to a fair and just conclusion through the efforts of a public defender.